Cork's Red FM.
As I said after the game, a lot of little things, and when they all mount up, then that can happen in Paris. The scores came very quickly we started off well for 15 minutes, and then whatever it is, 8 minutes later, then we're 14 points down, and that can happen if the little things aren't in the right place, and we were off the mark with that last Saturday. Win, lose or draw, you get ready for the next match, and you learn from your mistakes, and in defeat there's always a little bit more to learn, and the sooner that we can take that on board, you work to become a better side.
Declan, the squad is a little bit depleted now, so you don't have a full quota to choose from. How much does that affect the way you change things going into a game?
Well, that's why we said last year we want to develop a squad, and we'll have 30 guys in training with us on Sunday night, when they assemble Sunday night, and we'll train away on Monday, and we'll see who's best form. And if we didn't, the reason for developing a squad is for exactly these cases, because if you're waiting around for everybody to be fit, you'll never progress. You look at some of the cases we had this year. Marcus unfortunately was withdrawn from us in October, and Cian Healy has come in and done a very good job. Luke Fitzgerald went away in the Australia match. Other guys came in, played well. Same way against Italy, Kevin McLaughlin came in, did well, and that's why you have to have a squad, because the strength of the team will be having a squad, and then whichever team on the day needs to go out and represent both Ireland and the squad to the best effect.
When you lose a game like you lost in Paris, does it change the expectation within the camp? I know the expectation outside of the camp won't worry you too much, but does it change within it?
Because our motto was that we would be as good as we could be in every game we play, it doesn't change whether you win, lose or draw. If you win, it doesn't mean you get everything right. If you lose, it doesn't mean that you have everything wrong. Obviously you feel an awful lot better, and you feel in yourself, and the bumps and bruises aren't as bad after you've won, so you just have to, there's no point in sitting around licking your wounds. You just have to pick yourself up like everybody else in life. There's people in far worse situations than us, so it isn't the time for sitting around. Let's pick ourselves up and move on to the next game. But yeah, it does hurt. We want to represent Ireland the best we can, and you always take a good look at yourself afterwards, and it hurts when you don't come away with a win, because you know what it means to everybody. But it didn't happen on purpose. France played a good game. Sometimes you just have to admit that they were better the last day. I think we can be better than them, but they played their A game. We were a bit short of ours.
Just one other question. In terms of the squad, you're responsible obviously for picking them up and getting it right, but as a manager, how does a defeat like that affect you?
Like everything else, it doesn't matter how it affects me. It's just but I'm lucky with the senior players that they've been through this before, and they use that experience to say, when we've won matches, we didn't, you have a great 20 minutes in the dressing room afterwards, and then you're preparing for the next one. When we've lost, there's a little bit more soul searching for 24 hours. So the role is just to keep, my role is just to keep a balance on everything. When we win, just not get too high, and when we go down, don't get too low, because we're not too far off it. We took a look at the opportunities that we created. We're happy enough that we create. If we didn't create opportunities, we'd be more worried, but we did. They created opportunities, they took their chances, we didn't take ours, and it can be as simple as that at the end of the day. Leo's done exceptionally well. We're hoping that Donica will be, because he's worked really hard, and if he is available for England, then it'll be a huge credit to himself and our medical team for getting him right. But we won't put him at risk. We'll get him to see the specialist early next week, and then we'll know before selection next Tuesday as to whether he's fully good to go or not.
Cork's Red FM.